everyone, it's Aileen here, and today I went ahead and filmed a Valentine's Day look for you guys. It's pretty simple. The only real difference is that the inner corners have some pink. It's kind of like my go-to glam, but I have a lot of new tips and tricks that are different now. But I hope you guys enjoy, and let's move on with the video. Okay, so the first thing I decided to do was go ahead and apply my Poreless Putty Primer by e.l.f. It's honestly a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. The only real difference is that it's $8, so I definitely recommend giving it a try. And right after that primer, I went in with a second. This one was just the Smashbox Mindful 5 Nourishing Primer Serum. I put it on the outsides of my face, and this one is just supposed to help reduce any redness or skin irritation while also moisturizing it. It's free of any sulfates and formaldehydes, so I definitely recommend it also if you have sensitive skin. And right after that, I just went in with my Frankie Rose foundation. I really enjoy this foundation for whenever I want my makeup to look good, and it just creates a nice base for whatever products I'm going to apply on top. And since today I am doing a fuller coverage look, I decided to go ahead and apply some cream contour. This one is from my Tarte's Pro Glow palette. It's literally just the cream contour shade in there. Any other shade works, I just used whatever was closest to me, and yeah. And now I just went ahead and blended out that cream contour with an e.l.f. angled blush brush. And for my nose, I went ahead and blended out that contour with the Morphe E62 brush. And now this is me applying my favorite concealer, which is the Huda Beauty Concealer. Go try it out if you have not. I'm using the shade Coconut Flakes, and I just went and applied it with the Morphe M410. And then I'm going to let it get tacky for a little bit and blend it out with my Beauty Blender. And right after I blended everything away, I went in with my Fenty Beauty powder in the shade Lavender, and I just pressed it into my under eyes, my forehead, and in my chin area. And shortly after that, I went in and buffed away and pressed in any powder that was on my face with the Maybelline Stay All Day foundation powder. Mine is in the shade Natural Beige. And then I went ahead and powder contoured my whole face using that same Tarte's Pro Glow palette. I also used that same angled blush brush from e.l.f. and that same E62 brush to blend out my nose contour. And now I'm just bronzing my whole face using the Sunny NYC bronzer, and the brush that I'm also using is the Morphe M527. And here I just used a dry beauty blender and also that same Fenty powder from before and that same Morphe brush from before for my nose just to bake everything. And here I'm using a Morphe M405 brush to apply my blush, which is the Milani Spiced Rose. And then here I'm just using an Anastasia brush to first brush out my brows and then slowly fill them in. Right after I filled them in, I just went in with my Morphe M158 brush and my Huda Beauty concealer once more to go ahead and clean up my brows, and I also went in with the Morphe M173 brush to blend it all out. And for today's look, I went in with a Morphe M441 brush. I also grabbed a taupe and a soft brown shade as my transition colors. I made sure to push them into the front of my brow so everything looks nice and soft. Shortly after, I pressed in a chocolatey brown shade into my outer corners. I also softly blended it in using those same two transition shades and that same Morphe brush from before. To make everything look a little bit more blown out and soft, I went in with my defining eye brush from e.l.f. and I pressed in that same chocolate brown shade we use on our outer corners onto our eyelid as liner. And then I just did a half cut crease on my eyes. I used a small amount of concealer on both, and then I shortly packed on a bone shade just to give it a little bit more pop and blended that out with a blending brush. And for my bottom lash line, I just went in with that chocolate shade once more and smoked it out. Once my eyes were out the way, I went in with the Morphe M501 brush and the Jeffree Star Peach Goddess highlighter to, of course, highlight my face. And Then for my inner corners, I went in with first a pink matte shade, and I layered a foiled pink shade right on top to make it pop. And for mascara, I just used the Kush Mascara by Milk Makeup, and I just applied it to my top and bottom lashes. That was it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember to be kind. Bye. That's it. I'm done.